let's go ahead and get things started. We're on our way to the gym. It's been getting pretty cold here in the Bay the last few days. It's also been kind of raining and then it kind of gets sunny out of nowhere, so I never know what to expect anymore. I really need to get better at looking at the weather app because really that's the only way that I'm actually going to prepare, because if I don't look at it, then I feel like the rain's going to catch me one of these days. I feel like it's gonna catch me lacking. I think that's the last thing I need because, man, I hate getting wet throughout the day because then you feel damn, you just don't feel comfortable. So hopefully that doesn't happen to us. Hopefully it doesn't happen to us. But we've also been wearing a hoodie just because it's getting colder, and the last thing I need is to get a cold. Man, I don't need to get sick and then have some days off of the gym. So we're just taking some precautions right now. We're taking some precautions. We're wearing a hoodie, make sure everything's good. Jasmine is getting a little bit sick right now, so hopefully she doesn't get us sick. Because usually, thankfully, our immune system's pretty good. I want to say it works pretty well. Because I'm gonna take the sign of me not getting sick that often as a good sign. And usually when I get sick, it's because someone else gave it to me. So either like my siblings, my parents, because I go visit them, or sometimes Jasmine. But thankfully, I don't really get sick and I don't pass it on, which is nice. Because honestly, when I start getting a cold, man, it hits me so hard. I feel like immobile. I feel like I can hardly move because it attacks me so crazy. But let's hope that doesn't happen to us. Let's hope that our immune system is able to handle whatever Jasmine's got going on. Because right now she told me that she has a raspy throat. So we'll have to see if we end up getting sick in the next few days. Man, watch me tomorrow in the car talk tell you guys, guess what? I end up getting sick. I'm already kind of feeling some symptoms. That would suck. That would suck. And usually, I think it's a good thing to kind of bring up too. When it comes to the gym and when you're feeling sick, I feel like early on, I would just be like, you know what, whatever. I'm just gonna go hard at the gym regardless. And I would just go while I'm sick. But honestly, when I'm there, man, I'm like dying. I can hardly try. Like I'm super lethargic. Everything feels hella heavier. So I would say it's probably in your best interest to wait out the sickness and then go back 100% before that. I think that's the good way to go about it, or the best way to go about it, just to make sure you're good and you're not feeling super sick to the point where you're barely able to even lift the weights. I feel like once you kind of get to that point where you're super sick and you can't even breathe, it's gonna make it super unenjoyable and you're not gonna want to go as hard. So I would say try to rest up, try to get better as soon as you can, and then just kind of go back to your same schedule, man. You don't have to let it derail you so much. Just kind of take those days off, almost consider them a bit of a off week, you can even call it, or a rest week, so that way your body's feeling good, and then you kind of go back and you go back to your regular schedule. Try not to beat yourself up if sometimes you get a little bit derailed, because like I've been telling you guys, life happens, and sometimes you kind of have to modify things based on how what life throws at you, man. That's kind of how we've been kind of dealing with things as we've been adulting throughout life, man. Just kind of taking things as they come, trying not to stress as much, because it's pretty easy. It's pretty easy to stress out. It's pretty easy to stress out. Now, let's talk a little bit about the workout. Today we have a chest day. It's gonna be a little bit different, and that's because we usually do back and shoulders today, but because we switched it up to hit a workout with the homies yesterday, so that way our back sessions kind of intertwined and they didn't have to like mess around with our schedules too much. So I ended up switching up the day, similar to when we hit, I think it was chest day with Brandon last week or 2 weeks ago. So we kind of did that similar. So today we're going to be doing a chest day. Expect some pressing movements. I'm thinking for 4 solid pressing movements, 2 incline curls, not incline curls. What am I talking about? 2 incline pressing, dumbbell pressings. Dumbbell presses is what I'm trying to say. I can't think. I can't talk right now. 2 dumbbell presses would be pretty good to start off chest. And then we're going to be moving on to, I'm thinking some cable pressing after that, man. maybe work out the overall chest, and then end things off with some squeezing movements, a little bit more controlled as well. Really kind of get that really good mind muscle connection through those more isolation, like the pec deck. Sometimes when you do dips, I usually try to take it a little bit lower weight on those, but still go hard, still go hard, but really try to get that squeeze and that stretch as you go through it. Now, today's gonna be a chest, like I mentioned, I'm thinking a solid 6 sets. I think that'll be pretty good. Then we're gonna move over to some triceps. I'm thinking triceps is gonna be 6 sets as well. We're gonna be doing some push downs, some crossbody work, some overheads. We'll see once we get to the gym. Because it kind of depends. We're going during peak hours, so we're gonna have to modify things a little bit. We're gonna have to modify things based on what is taken, what is available. That's kind of what you have to do when you go to a public gym or semi-private public. You have to move things around sometimes. But we'll find something. We'll find something. It might be a little bit out of order, but I think we'll still be able to do some good damage. Try not to let, a busy gym impact your gym session. Try to, maneuver around. That's why I always try to say, try to keep a good handful of movements that you really like for a muscle group. So that way, if let's say something that you wanted to hit that day is taken, you can, what is it called? What is the word that I'm trying to think of? Substitute. You can substitute that movement into another one and just kind of do that. And I think that's the best way to go about it instead of, just waiting around, not doing anything, kind of letting your pump go away and everything. So, I mean, sometimes you need a little bit extra, rest time. I feel like a lot of folks sometimes can be a little bit careless when it comes to resting in between sets, but I feel like resting too long makes it a little bit, can break apart a little bit of that intensity when it comes to the gym. So try not to take really, really long breaks. That way you can kind of have your head in the game too. And also the pre doesn't last forever. So you also want to make sure that you're going hard as your pre's kicking in so you're good. Anyways, after that, we're not going to be done. After triceps, we're going to be doing some hamstring work. I'm thinking we're going to be doing some leg curls. If not, we'll just stand facing the leg extensions and just do some standing curls like that one time we did. I think that'll be pretty good. Worst case scenario if it's taken or if it's too packed. And then we'll finish off with some RDLs. Now, we'll either try dumbbells or we'll try that new kind of like machine that they got, that gym that's like an RDL machine where you can do deadlifts and everything. So I think we might try that one out if it's not taken, but it's been pretty popular so far. So it might be taken. It might be taken. Anyways, we're going to do like 5 sets of hamstrings. So you'll see once we get over there what we end up doing. We might just, if it's too packed, we might just do 5 sets of leg curls, honestly. We'll have to see once we get over there. I'm about to take the pre. We're pretty close to the gym already. So I'm going to take this pre. I'll see you guys over there. Cross your fingers that's an empty one for us. And that it's not too noisy. I'll see you guys over there. All right, we just got in. Let's go ahead and warm up. Let's grab the 50s, see how those feel. And then we'll grab the 65s, and I think our tops is gonna be the 80s. Let's see how that goes. Second warm up. Thankfully, it's not crazy packed today. So we ended up being surprised in a good way, where it's not crazy packed. So I think we're gonna be moving up pretty freely, which is nice. Also, it's also pretty quiet, even with the class going on in the background. I don't really hear their music, which is nice. Now, I don't think we're gonna be wearing the hoodie for this one because to put on the sleeves is gonna be almost impossible. So let's take out the hoodie and just fucking go hard. Hopefully these eddies feel light. Use two more. Hopefully the best. That's enough. Let's say 70, 75 for a ride. I'll try to get as many as we can. Man, they're kicking my ass today. Holy shit. Now, let's take a quick pause and let's hit this back for hopefully 3 more. I'm gonna take maybe 20 seconds. I think I'll be good. Holy shit. Things feeling heavier today. All right, 10 more seconds. And then we'll start this up again. Okay. That wasn't too bad. Let's move on to our next one. I think we're gonna move over to some cable pressing now. I might push this back a little bit just so I can actually grab it when I set up. Honestly, to me, that looks pretty even. I feel like with these sometimes it can get a little bit tricky, but I think we'll be fine. Let's fucking do it. Wish me luck here. Wish me luck here. All right. Now the trick when you don't have a partner, start off with your weaker hand. So that's why we're gonna grab it first with our left. Because then if I'm in this position and try to grab with my left, no fucking shot. Let's push it back a little bit more. Way better. Now we can grab it. Ooh. Ooh. One more just like that. Let's do our last one. We're gonna do 45 kg. Actually, I'm gonna grab it from my left hand. Let's drop it just a little bit. Let's offset it with the 40 real quick. Get maybe 2 to 3 more. Come on, bro. Man, oof. That's the only problem with these. The setup is crazy sometimes. Okay, that's it. We're done. Okay, let's move on to some kind of fly. Clean up. Okay, now I was gonna do some dips on the other side. It's way too fucking noisy right now, so we're gonna do it on this side. Either way, I like this station way better than the other ones. I really like the thin handles here, so we're gonna stay here for 2 of them. Hope for the best. Wish me luck here. All right. That was good. I'm gonna need to pause that though, cause fuck. What was that? I think 7, maybe 8. Let's try to get maybe 2, 3 more. Hope for the best. Okay. One more set just like that. That's the one last set for chest. I think we're just gonna end it at 6 because I'm already feeling fucking pumped as hell. I don't think we need a 7 set. I'm gonna do one more, try to pump out as many as we can, and we gotta do a pause set. I think I'll be fine. Let's put on the wrist reps real quick. We're pausing that. Hopefully 2 or 3 more. That's it. We're done with chest. Let's do some triceps now. Okay. Let's go ahead and do triceps now. I'm thinking. I think we'll do 2 push downs, 2 cross bodies, and then 2 overhead and do 6 that way. I think that might just be what we're gonna end up doing. That's kind of what I feel like doing, honestly. Now, I'm thinking for our first one, we're gonna start off with maybe 55 kg. Hope for the best. Hope it's good way. That drops out a little bit from the 55 kg to 50 kg. Okay, maybe 2 or 3 more. Okay, that was good. I'm thinking for our second one, we'll do 50 kg. I'm gonna take maybe like a 2-3 minute breathing. Okay, let's do our second one. We're gonna do 45 kg plus a 2.5. Just fucking hope for the best. Try to go hard. That's good. Now, I'm thinking, I think for, actually, no, that's our last one of these. That was pretty good. Let's do some crossbody work now for our second exercise. I think, I think that'll be pretty good. Do two of those, and then we'll do some overhead. I think what I'm gonna do for this one is do a quick little pause, and then hit it for maybe 2 to 3 more with this one, with the same weight, and then we'll move on. Now, let's move on to some crossbody work. Time for some crossbody work now. Like always, when we're doing single arm, we're always going to be starting out with our left hand because that's the weaker one. So let's take this one for a ride. We're going to do 15 kg. Whatever we get on this side, we'll get on this side. Let's fucking hope for the best here. Let's get the same on all right. I could have gotten a little bit more on my right, but I don't want a big ass right hand and a small ass left hand. So one more crossbody, and then we're gonna do some overhead. I think I'll be good. Now, I think we might stick to a 15 kg. I think that was pretty good. Let's try to get as many as we can with that. At least try to match it. I think I'll be good. Hard. Okay. Time for some overhead now. We're this close to being done. We're kind of halfway there. Okay. Let's go ahead and do some overhead. Finish off our triceps. After this, we're gonna do some hamstring work. Now, let me see how many steps I have right quick. We're at 9K. So, depending on what we end off right now, we might do a little bit of walking after our session today. It just kind of depends. Now, actually, before I start this overhead, let me actually show you guys what we got for dinner yesterday because my dumbass forgot to put it. So, you guys can check it right here. I was looking at the car talk and I forgot to put the pictures of what we ate yesterday. So, I'll put it now. That way you guys can see it. Anyways, we're gonna take 40 kg for a spin, plus the 2.5. Fucking hope for the best. Okay, that was pretty good. For our last one, let's take off the 2.5 and let's just do 40 kg. We drop the 2.5s. We're gonna take this 40 kg per ride. Thankfully, that's our last tricep exercise, so we're almost there. We're almost there. I went to Safeway this morning, man, and I got some crazy fucking deals on a lot of the chips because I like to snack on the baked chips like hot Cheetos and things like that. So I think each big bag was like 150 or 175 or something like that. So it was a crazy deal. It was pretty good. So I came up this morning, which is nice. All right. Let's see how this 40 goes. Wish me luck here. That's it. We're done with chest and triceps. Let's go do some hamstrings now. We're almost done. Okay. Let's go ahead and do hamstrings now. I got the pad that I like. It's gonna allow me to have my hips a little bit more up when we're doing this. It's a lot better. Sometimes what happens when I don't use one of these and my hips kind of move up and down, I can sometimes get hurt. That's the last thing I need. So let's use this bad boy. I think we're gonna start at 127, try to get as many as we can. And then go from there. I think I'm gonna just show you guys the first one. And then I'll see you guys maybe for the new machine if it's not taken. But if not, I think we're just gonna do some traditional RDLs with some dumbbells. So I think that'll be fine. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna do 2 more. I'll see you guys for some RDLs up next. Let's go ahead and do some RDLs here. I think I'm just gonna record the first one. Originally, I was gonna use that new machine, but it got taken, which is fine. Sometimes that happens. I'll show you guys in the car talk. Instead of standing around, man, just have a good mix of different exercises and just fucking use those. Anyways, I'm gonna take off my shoes just because those aren't really flat. They kind of go up a little bit, and I really want to be flat when I'm doing these. So let's go ahead and grab the hundreds. Hopefully we don't bust our ass, but we'll have to fucking see. Okay. Let's get as many as we can. Okay, that wasn't too bad. I think we're gonna hit the 100 for one more, but I won't be recording it, so I'll see you guys for the posing up next. I need at least a fucking 3-4 minute breather, man. Okay, now I don't think we really have a choice on where to pose down because there's a bit of a class going on here, so I think we're gonna pose down in this mirror. I think that should be fine. It's a little bit darker than what I would like, but I guess it is what it is. Today was a good fucking day, man. Good chest day, even though those first 2 pressing movements were a little bit harder. Kicked my fucking ass. I think we ended it right, and we did pretty good towards the end. With those pressing ones, I feel like I got stronger in those. I felt way more stable, which is nice. As well with the dips, man, those feel fucking amazing. Honestly, between dips and that pec kick machine, honestly, I don't even know which one's my favorite because they're both really nice. So I think we're just gonna be going back and forth between the 5 pounds, the 2 pounds. What am I talking about? I'm talking about not the weights themselves, but the actual exercise, which is the dips or the pec kick. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I think I'm just out of it. It's a little bit late, so bear with me. All right, let's see how things are looking. It was a good fucking day, man. We'll move back a little bit. Give myself a little bit more light. All right, that's way better. All right, let's see how we look. Honestly, I think that's the best fucking lat spread I think I've ever fucking done. Holy shit. Now let's try to replicate that every single time, which is hella fucking hard because I gotta continue to practice. And I don't feel like I practice enough, honestly, at home. I feel like I need to take a little bit of time here and there to practice my posing. Because I feel like it really reflects once I actually do the pose down here at the gym. I think you can see the difference once you see the practice and everything. So I think I just need to spend a little bit more time doing that. All right, let's keep going. Not too bad. Which way? Nice. Let's take a look at the back now. Nice. Okay. Let's see the front one more time, and then we'll head on out of here. Okay, I think that's it. Let's go ahead and go home now. We got, actually, we might do 10-15 minutes of walking. We're around 10K steps. I kind of want to end off at 12K. So I think we're going to do 10 minutes of cardio. I think that'll do us some good. Anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow for some quads, for some biceps, and some forearms. It's getting a little bit late for me. What time is it? It is 7:35. I'm hungry. I'm tired. I'm gonna go hang out with Jasmine and the babies. I'll see you guys in the next video. Remember, stay consistent. Don't skip your cardio.